Welcome to my channel. We're going to step aside from our adventure through Northmount, my main story that I'm rolling up as we go. I want to get better at Mythic GME. I think it's a amazing work from Tana Pigeon. He does an amazing job with this, and I want to get better at this rule book. So what I did is I'm using the Book of Random Tables Superheroes from Matt Davis, and with his book I rolled up our superhero. Her name is Glacium, and she sometimes goes by the name of Lillian Murphy. Now, she's a female. She's 10,000 years old, 5'9". She has a generic mutation which gives her super strength and time manipulation. She has no secret identity, but I feel like she would have a name. I'm not sure about this. We have a few people in our lives. Leona Shepherd is her informant, and Kenneth Davis is the agent at the Federal Reserve Police, where she will get her jobs from sometimes. Sophia Lee is a NPC we rolled up. I made her, or the book said a physician assistant, but I will make her a neighbor. And we rolled up a super shiver villain, her enemy, and his henchman Gunnar Lynch. And that's about it. There are a few. Oh, I wrote the dark purple, silver, and white theme. I used this to create her outfit with this, and I'm using my purple, white, and black dice for her. I'm using this adventure journal. It's a resource you can download for free at the Word Mill Press. They have amazing resources that you can use. Thank you for putting those out there. I have the fate chart I have next to me. I have my adventure lists. I put in Kenneth Davis, Leona, Sophia, Super Shiver, and Gunnar Lynch. We don't have any threats yet. I would like to change that. And in the Mythic magazine, Tana has made a flowchart for acting out scenes and asking fake questions and random events. So I would like to try with that to get better at the system. And let's just start a new scene. So the first question is, what is your expectation for how the scene will start? Now, we rolled up as an adventure hook is contact lost with SpaceX lunar module, astronaut safety in question. Now, because we have super strength and time manipulation, I'm not sure how we can use this, but my scene would be getting call from Kenneth. They need her help in space. This is my scene, how I feel that it would go. Now, the next on the flowchart is test expected scene. Roll a d10 and compare it to the chaos factor. Did you roll higher than the chaos factor? We are at 5 at the moment, and I rolled a 9. Yes, the scene begins as expected. So now we play out the scene. So Kenneth calls her and says, Glacium, we need your help. We lost contact to one of our astronauts. Can you come and help us? So she goes. Let's add this to the list. Okay, still I want to make a fate roll. The question is Glacium able to help? So now we determine it's unlikely for her to be able to help them. So we have to roll under 35. 02. Extreme yes. We get an exceptional yes. We do not have matching numbers, so no 22, no random event. We rolled an extreme yes. She meets Kenneth in front of the NASA space station unit. So they ask her if she could do anything from down from Earth. We don't have anything that could help us here. Okay, I want to do a history investigation check. We're both at the -1. Does she know someone like a superhero that could help us more with this quest? 7. She does not. Are there more superheroes out there? That's my question. Let's say it's likely they are. 56, 45. Yeah. So because she does not know anyone that would fit this criteria who could help, they decide to send her up into space. Space travel is quite. They made a lot of. Space travel is easy in our story. They did. So she's up there in no time. Now I feel like this should be a new scene. Choose when scene ends. Selecting a strategy for when to end a scene, such as when the most interesting part of the scene is complete, change time or location, which we have, add threats and characters to list if they were important. So we added the helping the astronaut threat. Remove threats and characters that are no longer relevant to the adventure. We don't do that. Is a list full? No. It's just a chaos factor. Did the PC mostly control the scene? Yes. Chaos factor -1 to a minimum of 1. So we're at 4. Okay. So for the next scene would be Geshem arrives at the SpaceX lunar module. No, she arrives at the SpaceX base that lost the connection to the lunar module. So this is our scene. We test the expectation and compare it to our chaos factor of 4. 3. It's lower. Did you roll higher than the CF? No. Did you roll an odd number? Yes. The scene is altered. Choose an approach to modify the expected scene. We can either use our next expectation, make a tweak to the expected scene, ask fake questions to help you decide, roll on a meaning table for inspiration, roll on a scene adjustment table to tweak the expected scene. Let's roll on a meaning table. So we roll 2 D100, one on the action table. We get 03, which is activate. And the descriptor 23, delicately. Activate delicately. Okay. Can we get an object? 44. I'm not quite sure. I rolled a double, but at the moment I'm not at the fate question. Leaving that there. I have activate delicately harmful. So while she is traveling up to the SpaceX base, there's a sound going off, an emergency sound. She gets hit by something, by object. So let's see. So let's say uh, the object that hit the rocket started to break the glass. It's just a small little breaking of the glass, and Glacium, she actually uses her mending cast at will. She touches the glass, and with that, she delicately saves the glass, repairs it, and it's back to his normal strength. Now, getting hit by an object in space, is this normal in our story? Let's ask this as a fake question. Is it normal to get hit by objects? We had 4 factor, and let's say it's it's unlikely. It's very unlikely actually. They would have come up with a solution to this problem that they wouldn't get just randomly hit by an object in space. So we need to roll under 15. And it's a 54. So it's a no. We're not rolling a double, so no random event, which means this was most likely planned by someone. Someone threw an object at the rocket where Glacium was inside. Let's add this. Okay. With this, she was able to save herself. First, I have to update the chaos factor. We did have a bit of an emergency. She managed to mend the glass, but let's go back to 5 for the moment. Now, I had a moment to think about. I want to add 2 more things to the story. First, Mythic has a lot of meaning tables, and in fact, I know they have a table with starship descriptors. So I want to keep that in mind, that we have that. And second, I'm going to add my character surnames, female, male lists, and the NPC interaction generator that I got from DriveThrughRPG. I just love this. So Glacium, she is now in space, landing on the SpaceX base. Whoa. Okay. So now we have the current factor. What is happening? So the captain is going to meet her at the docking station. This is my expected scene. Now, whenever I roll for a person, I'm rolling d4, and 1 and 3 is female, 2 and 4 is male. So we have a male captain, and his name is 49, Captain Cruz, Jason Cruz. Okay, this is my. Now we roll the d10. A 4. Higher than it is not. It's not a not number. Interrupt scene. Generate a random event as at the as the start of a new scene. Okay, random event. Determine event focus. Roll d100 on random event focus table. And we get a 10. Give me a second, please. Ambiguous. I'm going to use this as Glacium. She asks him, Captain, what can you tell me about this whole event? What can you tell me about this connection that you lost? And the captain tells her, sorry, we have absolutely no idea how this could happen. So the description says an ambiguous event can be interpreted in several different ways. Perhaps the event is vague and you won't know whether it's good or bad until you check it out. So it can be anything. So the captain has absolutely no idea how this happened. So they're going to move into the commander room where she can where the captain shows her the footage when they lost the connection to the lunar module. Was it that? The lunar module, yes. And they lost connection to the astronaut. Okay, so what is our next scene? We saw how the lunar module, we saw the module on the screen, and then we saw some sort of lightning and the connection was lost. The picture on the screen was just gone, static. It's just a static picture now. Now, Glacium, she's not really knowing how she can help in this situation. But she is ready to go to the station or to this module and try and see what she can do there. I'm gonna stay on Chaos Factor 5 for the moment. They're putting together a rescue mission to put Captain Jason Cruz on here, and she will be together with an astronaut, a female. Her name is 98 Bonnie Morris. Let's use the Five-E interaction generator. I want to see how her reaction is to us. It was a natural 20, so she's friendly. Offers a rumor and answer to any question if we need that. So our next scene, I'm gonna write just G for Glacium. This is our expected scene. So 1d10. We have to roll. It's a 4. It's lower than, higher than no. It's not a not. So no. Interrupt scene. Generate a random event as the start of a new scene. So we are not just traveling to the lunar. So we're gonna roll a d100 on our event focus table. it's 52, which means move toward a threat. So we only have 2 threats at the moment. We helped the astronaut, and we want to find out who threw the object at the rocket. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's grab a d4. It's 4. So instead, before they travel, she asks the captain, before they go into the rocket or the spaceship, she asks him if he can have a look if the monitor saw something, an object that hit her rocket. Now let's do this as a fate check. Did they see the object flying towards the rocket? Let's say 50-50. 45. So they did see the object, but they don't know where it came from. Was it um, some sort of a rock in space? Let's say very likely 75, 12, yes. Extreme, yes. So they saw it was a space rock, but they didn't see where it came from. Now, she asks the captain if there's a way she can call someone from here. And is there a way? Likely. 6. Extreme, yes. So the captain tells her yes, it's a great new way. The technique is so perfect that you can call anyone you want. So she grabs the phone and she calls Leona Shepherd. Now, Leona, when we rolled her up, it said that she is a reformed online market scammer. She's sarcastic and her motivation is love. So, because she is an online market scammer, I feel like she's some sort of a hacker in my mind. So, instead of traveling, so while they're talking, she says, "Okay, you won't believe it. I'm in space at the moment." She tells her how her rocket ship got crashed with a rock. She They didn't know where the rock is coming from, so if she can try and help them hack into anything she can hack in and see if she can find a source for the rock, because it didn't look like a natural event. Let's use this as a new thread list. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So, um, I feel like for adjusting the chaos factor, she was mostly neutral in the scene, so let's keep it at a 5. And let's start the new scene by actually traveling. So they start the travel. Let's test it. 6. It's higher. Yes, the scene begins as expected. Play out the scene. So we rolled a natural 20. Now we ask Bonnie if why she's on this mission with us. Let's find a table we can roll on. Motivation. I like that. There's a table with character motivation. Let's see what we get. 29. Find. Makes sense. And 01. Adventure. Okay. So Bonnie tells us that she got bored at the station doing her job for her. 64. Mystery. Maybe she was like part of the security team and nothing happened on the station, so she got so bored. So when they told everyone on the crew that they're going to start a mission with Glacium, she was like, pick me, I want to go with her. I'm part of the security team. It's my job to unravel the mysteries. And that's how she got here. So let's ask if anything is going to happen on our trip. Wanna do a 50-50 chance? Yeah. 60. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. They find the lunar module without problems. So I'm gonna ask a question with the starship descriptors and see if we can use this. How does the lunar module looks like from afar? 91 system. Okay. 67 possessions. So the first thing they see when arriving at the module are weird colored strings that are attached to the normal white lunar module. They're wrapping around this whole machine, and you see like electric sparks coming from it. Otherwise, there's nothing more, no light. Now, here's the question: is the door to this module open? Let's say it's it's very unlikely that the door is open. So we need to roll under 25. 14. The door is open. Do we see someone around? Do we see an astronaut floating around? 50-50? 16. So we ask Bonnie how close she can go with this rocket that they're in and if we can go outside in a suit. Why don't we stop here? This would be a great place to stop this adventure. Let's see in the next part if we can save the astronaut if he's still alive. We don't know that. And well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next adventure. Bye!